Over the years, we've seen many actors play multiple roles in their movies. For example, we've seen Tom Hanks in Cloud Atlas, Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale in The Prestige, Armie Hammer in The Social Network, even John Travolta and Nicolas Cage in the movie Face Off. And we might be able to agree, in the past few years we've seen movies where this has not gone the way we've really wanted it to go. However, I think one of the greatest performances in which we get to see an actor playing multiple roles would be in Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying in Love with the Bomb.
5. If, on the other hand, we were to immediately launch an all-out and coordinated attack on all their airfields and missile bases, we'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down.
Peter Sellers is regarded as being one of the greatest comedians who's ever lived. However, his personal life is said to be a story of great sadness and great confusion. There's even a story about him waking his son up in the middle of the night and asking him if he should divorce his mom right at the very moment. In a quote, his son has recalled him as being a child who never grew up and being a very scary person. However, based off Sellers' brilliant performance in Kubrick's previous movie, Lolita, Kubrick was already impressed by Peter Sellers' amazing acting capabilities. Sellers even had a role in a movie called The Mouse That Rolled, which even also starred 3 major roles, all played by him. Peter Sellers had the capability, but it took a lot of mental strength out of the man.
To make a choice, to choose between 2 admittedly regrettable, but nevertheless distinguishable post-war environments.
What is beautiful about Peter Sellers' acting capabilities is he's able to transform into any character in which he pleases, making him the ultimate chameleon actor. A chameleon actor is an actor who can play multiple roles and adjust freely without any hesitation. This was Sellers' strong point. Sellers was able to transform his accent into a British one, into an American one, into a German one, within each character smoothly. Each character had their own little tick. Each character had their own personality, their own insecurities that Sellers was able to represent perfectly. All with his incredible charm and character.
Ambassador is to be admitted entrance to the war room?
That is correct. He is here on my orders.
As the director, Kubrick found himself in a couple situations that he couldn't get out of. Sellers was intentionally supposed to play another character, Air Force Major T.G. King Kong. However, based off the workload, Sellers thought it was too heavy and he worried he would not be able to properly portray the character's Texas accent. Kubrick pleaded with them and asked screenwriter Terry Southern, who had been raised in Texas, to record a tape with Kong's lines spoken in the correct accent. Using the Southern tape, Sellers managed to get the accent right and started shooting the scenes in the aircraft. But then Sellers sprained an ankle and could not work in the cramped cockpit set. Having an actor play multiple roles may provide some of these problems, as you may be stretching an actor too thin to play multiple roles.
New activity which will encircle the Earth for 93 years.
What a load of commie bull. I mean, after all.
Afraid I don't understand something, Alexei. Is the Premier threatening to explode this if our planes carry out their attack?
This movie was intentionally supposed to be a drama. The international climate of the early 1960s piqued Stanley Kubrick's interest in writing and directing a nuclear war thriller. Kubrick began consuming piles of literature on the topic until he came across the former Royal Air Force officer Peter Gorge's dramatic novel, Red Alert. This eventually became a screenplay to Dr. Strangelove. Eventually, the entire thing turned into a very dark comedy, and Sellers provided a mood that was not intended for the very original script, which was a drama. Sellers is said to have improvised much of his dialogue, with Kubrick incorporating the ad-libs into the written screenplay, so the improvised lines became a part of the canonical screenplay, a practice known as retroscripting.
Dr. Strangelove, do we have anything like that in the works?
A moment, please, Mr. President.
Peter Sellers will be always regarded as one of the greatest comedians of all time, and if his work in Dr. Strangelove does not prove that, I don't know what does.
Corporation. Based on the findings of the report, my conclusion was that this idea was not a practical deterrent for reasons which at this moment must be all too obvious.